Yo, homies, as always, man, I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video. Look, a crazy TED Talk things to really expose a lot that's been going on in Warframe, you know? And it's why a lot of players have been leaving. But before we jump into anything and any hand rubs or anything like that, I just want to let you guys know that I just signed with Logitech, Elgato, Blue Microphone, and Scuff Controllers. And things are going freaking amazing. And I just want to tell you guys that it's all because of you. For the people that believe me for doing all my variety content. If I didn't go over to doing variety, I probably wouldn't have got any of this. So I really appreciate you guys. And then next month, I'm going to be announced as a Twitch ambassador. So things have been amazing. And I just want to honestly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. But real, shut up. It's not about you. It's about this video. Okay. So look, as always, we back with the foolishness, homie. So you guys know what I want. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so one of the things that's going on that I wanted to talk about, everybody wanted me to talk about this from my last video. So if you guys enjoy it, please drop a thumbs up on the video, comment, share it, the whole nine, whatever, right? So let's go ahead and jump into it. Lack of content, what does that mean? It's too vague. It's too vague. Why a lot of YouTubers aren't coming back, why a lot of content creators aren't coming back, Twitch streamers, the whole nine, and the partner program. How does people feel? So let's go ahead and jump into it, right? A lot of spicy stuff. So you guys let me know what made you guys leave Warframe or slow down playing as much as you do. So we're gonna hit this point. You guys ready? Okay, so here we go. Lack of direction. First thing we're gonna talk about. The employees that left DE, they were like, yo, the direction here is like a genjutsu. You felt like you were doing something, but you were just standing there looking stupid, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get punched in your gut like Naruto did to Sasuke to wake up with the direction. They feel like there's no leadership and no clear direction there from management, which is kind of rough because we kind of see it in the way that they do their updates, okay? One of the great major things that really hurt Warframe right here, and what made a lot of players kind of leave and kind of stretch the way, and the content creators, was quarterly updates. For you guys that don't pay attention to it, Warframe used to be all about like monthly updates, monthly to quarterly updates every quarter. And then they switched from that to going to yearly updates, right? And the yearly updates kind of pushed a lot of people off because when PoE came out, it was kind of cool at first. It was like a big thing, like, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. It was like a big deal. And I know some of you guys are probably gonna be like,
Life of Rio. Here he goes again. But I'm gonna sit here and watch this video anyway.
right? So look, here's the thing. The thing that goes through, you feel me, is you gotta look at it from this direction. Going from a quarterly updated game with a smaller dev team to jump into yearly update with financial stability of just like making millions and millions a year. I think like 182 million just in 2019, which was completely insane. Right? When you look at stuff like that, they're being compared to Destiny with not being a AAA game with how much money that they're making. So when you look at stuff like that, you're just thinking to yourself like, wait, money? You're making that much money, Warframe? Huh? So one thing I'll say is Warframe has this really cool tactic. You guys ready? It's a really cool tactic. Here we go. What they do is this. They give minimal updates with amazing financial returns from their players. You guys spend so much money on cosmetics and everything else, prime accesses, and they do the minimal work to really not really add anything to it. Prime access has been basically the same for about, what, 5 years? It's been exactly the same and you're still paying all that money for it, which is higher than a DLC, right? With no added, I would say, with no added quest or anything to it. Right? It's insane. The next thing about it is cosmetics has really pulled Warframe away from releasing their content the way it should. Ten-O-Gen round 18, Ten-O-Gen round 19, wherever it's at. I don't know. I'm not really into Ten-O-Gen like that. But when you look at it, it has been one of the main staples for the past couple years for Warframe's reveal, or whenever they need to drop something to say that they haven't dropped content, they'll release skins for you guys. And a lot of people call it what they want to call it. I'm not saying anything. This is what people say. They're like, yo, Warframe's doing a whole lot of scammy pay to win stuff, or a lot of just things that require me to buy it. Okay, that's just what a lot of players are saying. The Reddit, here's the next thing, the Reddit has fallen from grace a bit, if it was ever at grace, right? The Reddit has fallen because it doesn't really truly talk about content. That's another thing. That's when you know that the game is kind of like in a weird, shallow place, because I always say Warframe is a treadmill. Now, you guys loved this game because you were playing it ever since you were in middle school. You were playing it ever since you was in high school, wherever school or wherever you was. And the satisfaction that you got from this game really made it to where you built yourself around a community of friends and you fell in love with a lot of these people. And the nostalgia from this game made it to where you were just like, yo, I love this game. Anybody talk about it, I will end you right now. You know, so I see why you're like that. But when you look at the game and you kind of try to pull yourself away from it to see the game as a game and how the devs are moving with the direction, it's very lackluster. Because like we always say, the game has crazy potential. We all say it. But a lot of people feel like the potential of the game isn't going to be sought after and it isn't going to be pushed to that next narrative until there's new management and a new direction there at DE, right? The next thing is, the next excuse, or the excuse on how it used to be, is whenever you used to criticize, is if you say anything wrong about the game, people used to be like, oh, you're a hater, just leave, whatever, right? We know those people. And then people started leaving. Content creators, a lot of players started leaving the game because they felt like you couldn't say anything on the Reddits. Then the thing about it now, what they're saying is that the pandemic's going on. They're stuck at home. They can't get out updates. Bro, stop. There hasn't been a pandemic for 7 years. Relax, buddy. Stop with the excuses. The next thing is endgame. Endgame. I'm Batman. Okay, so look. Here's what happened. Endgame. What is endgame? That word is thrown out as clickbait on YouTube. Top 5 endgame warframes. But I will show you these endgame warframes only 5 minutes into these missions. What? What are you doing? They'll be like, endgame warframes. I'm gonna go 1 hour and show you my experience. What? Enemies ain't even scaled up yet. That's crazy. So what is endgame? Endgame to me is rewards, bro. Like we used to do endgame back in the day. Endgame to me is rewards. So if you don't have any rewards, like the Steel Path and stuff came out, there's really no rewards to go with it, and all Warframe truly did was what we used to do back in the day, and it doesn't take as long to get there anymore because the enemies scale a little bit faster. And they just did that and made it to where we're doing the same thing, but they released it, and then there's no rewards or anything. This game has been suffering, hungry, starving for years on rewards. And I think even any blind player can see that. Like, even if you had your eyes closed for 7 years and you haven't paid attention to what's going on because you just played this game with your friends, the rewards, the drop rate, everything about this game has been really suffering from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Casual players, try-hard players, no matter what the case may be, right? As a player, you got to look at this thing to think about your time. A lot of players even took it upon themselves to cover up the mistakes in the game, and one of the mistakes in the game is, one of the main mistakes, is how bad the new player experience is. The new player experience is so horrible, it's so bad, that if it's not for YouTubers, or if it's not for the wiki, or if it's not for in-game players who are extremely nice and want to take the time out of the day to teach you about the game, you don't know anything. You're lost. You're like, what the heck is this? Why do I have an ankle monitor on my leg from a guy named Vor? Am I in prison? You don't even know what's going on anymore. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at stuff like that, it's so extremely bad that players are like, oh, it's Warframe's fine. It's on us as the players in the community to teach new players. No, the heck is not. I'm not getting paid. I didn't sign up for that. By the way, me not getting paid is a joke. Okay, for the people out there who forgot to laugh in the past like 7 years. All right. So the next thing that goes into this is, once we talked about rewards, the removal of keys. They went from quarterly updates, like I said, to yearly updates. PoE was cool. Then they kept trying to redo the wheel. Like I said, this game's on a treadmill, and things started going downhill after that. They never hit numbers after PoE ever again. And then the community started saying that Warframe shouldn't even be going in this direction because they need to stay with quarterly to monthly updates. They were a stronger company. Now that they're a bigger company, it's like they got lazier. How? When they were a smaller company, they were throwing out updates like crazy. I was like, I can't keep up, DE. El Chupacabra. I can't keep up. That's crazy. Now, the thing about the partner program being away, I know how you guys feel, who you don't like in the partner program or whatever. I'm glad that I was one of your favorite. Everybody was like, Rio, you're a Lord and Savior. But oh my God, you know how many people's not going to laugh at that? They're going to be like, oh, look at him. He's so entitled. God dang, bro. Relax. It's a joke, okay? So the thing about this is that goes through. With the partner program being pushed away, am I happy it's gone? Heck yes. So I was sent an invitation to the new partner program, or the creator program, quote unquote. Wish you guys could see my fingers, quote unquote. The new creator program, and I am just going to not be in that. I am okay. I've thrived, and I've done pretty well for myself with bringing my channel and just me in general to a new direction, and not making Warframe my only source of content. Like you guys feel me? Like, it's better for me in this direction. I wouldn't have gotten these sponsorships if I didn't go into things like The Last of Us, or, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to cover things like Ghost of Tsushima, you feel me, covering things like Monster Hunter and other games, and really pushing forward. But I care about you guys as a whole, and I want to keep you guys updated on things that happen, right? So the next thing that happened is the call for new management. I don't know how that's gonna go. Sony even proposing to purchase Warframe. Wherever this direction of this game goes, the management, Prime trailers, come on, son, what happened to Prime trailers? I don't even know. You don't know. They just stopped. A lot of their efforts just stopped, and nobody knows why, because they always say yes to everything in the dev streams. Like, yes, we'll do it. Hey, DE, would you mind creating Siren and Frost and fuse them together? Yes, we'll do it. We never say no. DE, would you wash my car after school? Yes, we'll never say no. Wait, why? Wait, what? You feel me? It's absolutely weird. And then one thing I've noticed is that it went away from being about the content to just being about Rebecca. And this is no problem to Rebecca. Rebecca, keep doing your thing. You swagging out here. You got a lot of simps. I love that. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You pimping out here. It went from them just not caring about content because there is no content to them just pretending that the devs are the content. Rebecca posts something, oh my god, Space Mom, you just don't know what that does to me while I'm wearing my Rhino cosplay. What? What is going on? Awkward, you know? So a lot of people just don't know how to get out of it. You guys will see in the comment section,
You're always hating on Warframe. Oh, here he goes, another Warframe.
like, you know, you guys got to look out for those guys. But the people that overprotect the game has even come to their senses to be like, wait, there's a lot of problems that's going on in this game, and we want to make this game better. So they're saying that Warframe needs to go back to quarterly updates. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening with this game being on the treadmill that it's on. The updates doesn't even really spark anything anymore. The content creators are basically all leaving. Some of them are just uploading for revenue. Wink, wink. You guys can't see me winking, so I have to make a sound effects. You guys know I'm a clown, man. You guys know this, right? But the thing about it is, a lot of them don't know where to go, so they're kind of stuck in this game. And so they're just here with it. You know, the Warframe, the whole Warframe thing on Twitter, they don't get as much love as they used to. And it's just because a lot of the strong support of the player base has been like departing to other games, bro. And it's hard to bring people back because people know who's been in this game for a long time that the game isn't what it used to be as far as like direction, as far as in like new concept and coming up with new things. Because Warframe being out for 7 years, I don't know where people get this from, but the game hasn't been out that long. Surviving for 7 years is amazing, but 7 years of content, they got endless ideas for Warframes, which Scott has said, right? They got hundreds and hundreds of Warframes already made up and ready to go, right? The other thing about it is creating a story for an endless imagination of Warframe is simple, but in the past couple years, when you look at it, it seems like it's been really difficult for them to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like when they're on the couch, a lot of them don't even seem enthusiastic about the game anymore. You feel me? So the removal of void keys really hurt a lot of players. The lack of endgame content. Now, let me say this. Timestamp this, please. For the endgame players, can you guys say for endgame players and for people that want to understand why this is important? Because a casual game like Warframe it's important for MMO-ish game to have endgame. It's important because you need a sense of direction. There's no progression. You need a reason for what you're doing. The reason why you get on isn't to socialize and color your Warframe. That's not a reason. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at things like this, you need not just Warframe itself, MMO-ish games, because Warframe's an MMO-ish. It's not a true MMO. You need endgame. Looter shooters, you need endgame, because it's telling you from a newer player where you were to show you where you have gotten to, how far you've gotten. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that a newer player can basically get on and they're the same level as you. Yes, you might know how to parkour a little bit better. You know how to jump around a little bit better. You know how to put mods together a little bit better. But what does that actually do for you in the game? You have 10 to 18 formulas on your weapon. Why? That's dumb. It's dumb. You just wasted formulas. You actually don't even need formulas for some weapons in here. Just pick the OP weapon and go. You're done. And it's made in a universe of like, you're nothing but power, and then they nerf things in the same aspect, that which is contradictive to the whole fact that you're supposed to be overpowered. But there's no enemies that can really keep up with you. So it kind of puts the game in a very stale point. So the lore takes extremely long to come out. So I don't even know what's gonna happen right there. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at these things and you start losing your creators, and you guys may feel like some of them need to leave, but I think this is a good thing for some of the creators getting kicked out. Maybe now they can try to focus on other things while doing what they love. If they love Warframe, they do Warframe. But content creators, please start focusing on other things, bro. Do not go down with the ship of this community in this game. And I've seen a couple of you. It's yikes, you know? And I've been preaching and telling people that, you know? And I know I get a lot of people that's like,
Oh, Rio thinks he knows everything. What an elitist. What a
but at the end of the day, you may not accept it, but I actually do care about a lot of people, you know? And I try to help them. I may come across a little bit cocky at times on how I say things, because I like to clown with it, but I want these players and this community and just the content creators to do better and be better. And I feel like a lot of them are trapped, you know? And I feel like Warframe is trapped in his own genjutsu and being on this treadmill because they don't know where to go and what direction to actually take next. And I feel like it's kind of sad, you know? So I want them to do better, but a lot of players won't come back, and a lot of players aren't coming back, and a lot of players are only keeping up with Warframe whenever I drop a video, like once every 3 weeks or once every 2 months or something. They keep up with it through me, you know, which is absolutely crazy. So as always, man, like I said, I love you guys. You guys have stuck with me through doing this game and actually going into variety and doing every other game. And it's absolutely amazing. And by the way, on Twitch, I haven't streamed Warframe on Twitch in like 3 years. 3 years. I do not touch that game on my Twitch because it's bad for business. Okay? Okay, and bad for business mean I don't want that fan base on my Twitch if that's all you're looking for. Trust me, my Twitch has grown so much from just doing variety, and I appreciate you guys. Okay? From just doing content and everything else, DE is a business. The way how they treat the partners and the partners treat DE, treat it as a business, treat it as such. Okay? I want you guys all to prosper. Blessings and prosperities all to you guys, man. Look at them crying. Look, Tenno, they come to my comment section crying as if they didn't know what the video was gonna be about. I'm sorry, I need help. I need Jesus. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Take care. Be sure to drop a thumbs up on the video if you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna catch you guys later on the next video. Ghost of Toshiba is coming out, baby. We're covering that, and I have some big other sponsors to tell you guys about, and I'm gonna catch you guys later on the next video.